Hello everyone. Welcome to IAS. Let's discuss today's prelims topics. Question 1. Consider the following statements about National Mission for Clean Ganga, NMCG. 1. AM flagship program to establish treatment facilities and prevent pollution of the river. 2. One of the measures under this Arth Ganga, economic value from Ganga, is to monetize and reuse treated wastewater and sludge. 3. It acted as the implementation arm of the National Ganga River Basin Authority (NGRBA), which was constituted under the provisions of the Environment Protection Act (EPA) 1986. Which of the following given above is correct? A. 1 and 2 only. B. 3 only. C. 1, 2, and 3. D. 2 and 3 only. The answer is C. An emerging initiative of the National Mission for Clean Ganga, a flagship program of the government to establish treatment facilities and prevent pollution of the river, is to derive livelihood opportunities from the river rejuvenation program. One of the measures under this Arth Ganga, economic value from Ganga, is to monetize and reuse treated wastewater and sludge. This means converting sludge, a thick residue filtered out of STP that, while rich in organic chemicals, is also a repository of heavy metals, industrial effluents, and bacterial contaminants, into usable products such as manure and bricks. The contaminants in sludge means that they need to be treated and dried before they can be safely disposed of. Question 2. With reference to the draft notification on Extended Producer Responsibility (EPR) on waste oil, consider the following statements. 1. Used oil can act as a contaminant as it contains benzene, zinc, cadmium, and other impurities that have the potential to pollute fresh water. 2. EPR is applicable only to producers. 3. A provision for EPR certificate generation and the computation of the quantity eligible for the EPR certificate is also given. Which of the following given above is correct? A. 1 and 2 only. B. 1 and 3 only. C. 1, 2, and 3. D. 2 only. The answer is B. EPR is applicable to producers and bulk generators like industry, railways, transport companies, power transmission companies, etc. It recommends the registration of stakeholders, including producers, collection agents, recyclers, and waste oil importers, on the Central Pollution Control Board's (CPCB) online portal. The initiative can help the government bring waste oil collection and recycling under the aegis of the formal sector. It can also prevent informal backyard recyclers from flourishing, which may also pollute the environment by mishandling the waste oil and disposing of the same unscientifically. The notification also talks about the EPR targets of waste oil recycling for producers and the applicable obligations starting from 2024 to 1925. The target for the base year is set as 10%, which will increase gradually by 10% every year till 2029. After this, the target will be set based on the quantity of lubrication oil sold or imported annually. Question 3. With reference to 3 Social Security, Jan Suraksha schemes Pradhan Mantri Jeevan Jyoti Bima Yojana (PMJJBY), Pradhan Mantri Suraksha Bima Yojana (PMSBY), and Atal Pension Yojana (APY), consider the following statements. 1. PMJJBY, PMSBY, and APY were launched by Prime Minister from Varanasi, Uttar Pradesh. 2. The 3 schemes are dedicated to the welfare of the citizens, recognizing the need for securing human life from unforeseen eventualization and financial uncertainties. 3. In order to ensure that the people from the unorganized section of the country are financially secure, the government launched 2 insurance schemes, PMJJBY and PMSBY, and also introduced APY to cover the exigencies in old age. Which of the following given above are correct? A. 1 only. B. 1 and 3 only. C. 1, 2 and 3. D. 2 and 3 only. The answer is D. PMJJBY, PMSBY, and APY were launched by Prime Minister from Kolkata, West Bengal. Pradhan Mantri Jeevan Jyoti Bima Yojana, PMJJBY. Scheme PMJJBY is a one-year life insurance scheme renewable from year to year offering coverage for death due to any reason. Pradhan Mantri Suraksha Bima Yojana, PMSBY. Scheme PMSBY is a one-year accidental insurance scheme renewable from year to year offering coverage for death or disability due to accident. Atal Pension Yojana, APY. Background: the Atal Pension Yojana, APY, was launched to create a universal social security system for all Indians, especially the poor, the underprivileged, and the workers in the unorganized sector. It is an initiative of the government to provide financial security and cover future exigencies for the people in the unorganized sector. APY is administered by Pension Fund Regulatory and Development Authority (PFRDA) under the overall administrative and institutional architecture of the National Pension System (NPS). Question 4. What are the changes being done under the Prevention of Money Laundering Act (PMLA) recently? 1. It defined politically exposed persons (PEPs) under PMLA as individuals who have been entrusted with prominent public functions by a foreign country. 2. The amendment was in relation to domestic PEPs and not foreign ones. 3. Widened the list of non-banking reporting entities to allow 22 financial entities to verify the identity of their customers via Aadhaar under the ambit of the money laundering law. Which of the following given above are correct? A. 1 and 2 only. B. 1 and 3 only. C. 1, 2 and 3. D. 2 and 3 only. Answer is B. The amendment was in relation to foreign PEPs and not domestic ones. It defined politically exposed persons (PEPs) under PMLA as individuals who have been entrusted with prominent public functions by a foreign country, including the heads of states or governments, senior politicians, senior government or judicial or military officers, senior executives of state-owned corporations and important political party officials. The amendments are part of a series of changes being undertaken in the money laundering law to plug loopholes ahead of India's proposed assessment later this year under the Financial Action Task Force, FATF, the global money laundering and terrorist financing watchdog. Like in the case of the definition of PEPs, the tweak was done to define politically exposed persons under PMLA to bring uniformity with a 2008 circular of the Reserve Bank of India (RBI) for KYC norms and anti-money laundering standards for banks and financial institutions, which had defined PEPs in line with FATF norms. Now, in the case of CAS, company secretaries and accountants, lawyers, and legal professionals seem to have been kept out in the new definition of entities covered under the PMLA. Question 5. Consider the following statements about Santiniketan. 1. It was established by Maharshi Devendranath Tagore and later expanded by his son, Rabindranath Tagore, whose vision became what is now a university town with the creation of Visvabharati. 2. The town in West Bengal's Birbhum district where Nobel laureate Rabindranath Tagore spent much of his life. 3. Visvabharati in Santiniketan, which is Bengal's only central university, was set up by Rabindranath Tagore in 1921 and the Prime Minister is the Chancellor of the varsity. Which of the following given above are correct? A. 2 only. B. 1 and 3 only. C. 1, 2 and 3. D. 2 and 3 only. Answer is C. This has been recommended for inclusion in the UNESCO World Heritage List by an international advisory body. The France-based International Council on Monuments and Sites, ICOMOS, is an international non-governmental organization that comprises professionals, experts, and representatives from local authorities, companies, and heritage organizations and is dedicated to the conservation and enhancement of the architectural and landscape heritage around the world. Question 6. Consider the following statements about open defecation free ODF plus status. 1. An ODF plus village is one which has sustained its open defecation free ODF status along with implementing either solid or liquid waste management systems. To the top performing states in terms of percentage of ODF plus villages are Telangana 100%, Karnataka 99.5%, Tamil Nadu 97.8% and Uttar Pradesh 95.2% among the big states and Goa 95.3% and Sikkim 69.2% among small states. 3. All villages in the country i.e. 100% villages achieving ODF plus status under phase 2 of the mission. Which of the following given above is are correct? A. 1 and 2 only. B. 3 only. C. 1, 2 and 3. D. 2 and 3 only. The answer is A. Half of the total villages in the country i.e. 50% of villages achieved ODF plus status under phase 2 of the mission. The top performing states in terms of percentage of ODF plus villages are Telangana 100%, Karnataka 99.5%, Tamil Nadu 97.8% and Uttar Pradesh 95.2% among the big states and Goa 95.3% and Sikkim 69.2% among small states are the top performer. Among UTs, Andaman and Nicobar Islands, Dadra Nagar Haveli and Daman Diu and Lakshadweep have 100% ODF plus model villages. These states and UTs have shown remarkable progress in achieving the ODF plus status and their efforts have been instrumental in reaching this milestone. Question 7. What is persona non grata? 1. Persona non grata is a Latin phrase which means unwelcome person. 2. Under Article 9 of the Vienna Convention on Diplomatic Relations, a receiving state may, at any time and without having to explain its decision, declare any member of a diplomatic staff persona non grata. 3. A person can be declared persona non grata only after arriving in a country. Which of the following given above is are correct? A. 1 and 2 only. B. 1 and 3 only. C. 1, 2 and 3. D. 2 and 3 only. The answer is A. A person can be declared persona non grata even before arriving in a country. In diplomacy, it refers to a diplomat or foreign person whose entering or remaining in a certain country has been prohibited by that country. There aren't any fixed rules regarding when a country can declare a foreign person persona non grata, as it doesn't need to give an explanation according to Article 9 of the Vienna Convention. Historically speaking, countries have used it to express their discontent with the actions of other nations. During the Cold War, it became a tit-for-tat sanction as both the US and the Soviet Union liberally declared each other's diplomats persona non grata. When it comes to India, the country labeled a Pakistan High Commission staffer persona non grata for espionage activities in 2016 after he was arrested by Delhi police with documents relating to defense deployment. Question 8. With reference to improvised explosive device, IED, consider the following statements. 1. An IED is a non-commercial homemade bomb constructed and deployed in ways other than in conventional military action. Two IEDs are generally utilized in terrorist operations or in asymmetric unconventional warfare by insurgent guerrillas or commando forces in a theater of operations. Which of the following given above is are correct? A. 1 only. B. 2 only. C. Both 1 and 2. D. Neither 1 nor 2. The answer is C. The term IED was coined by the British Army during the Northern Ireland conflict to refer to booby traps made by the IRA and entered common use in the US during the Iraq War. Thank you everyone. Do subscribe to this channel. Use code SPLIVE to join Unacademy.